A local nonprofit has been working hard for 25 years to make life a little better for people with a terminal illness. Tamarisk is based in Ham Lake, and they pair dedicated volunteers with someone at the end stages of life to be a caring presence and a friend. Danica has a look at this organization and how they are changing lives.
Rita Felling and her boys, Cody and Josiah, share a home in Fridley.
I'm a single mom. I have 3 sons. My 2 youngest have a 100% fatal muscle wasting disease called Duchenne muscular dystrophy. It's the most progressive of the over 40 different neuromuscular diseases.
Rita has seen several cases of Duchenne through her life, but didn't expect it to reach her children.
I had 3 brothers with this disease. I grew up being told I was not a carrier. My first son was born. We had him tested right away. He didn't have it. So we hung on to the fact that I'm probably not a carrier, just like they had said. When my son Cody came along, he didn't roll over the way he was supposed to. He was about 3 months and still wasn't really rolling over. And everything that he was supposed to do was sort of delayed. It was about 18 months when I brought him in, and we actually had to do a muscle biopsy to determine what he had, and he did have Duchenne muscular dystrophy, and that's how it sort of entered our world. And Josiah was a little surprised. We hadn't really decided whether we wanted to expand our family or not, and so he was a surprise. And he, unfortunately, the disease is progressing a little bit faster than it is with Cody, even though Cody's a little bit older. Young men that have this disease don't live past their late 20s. My sons are in their early 20s and are entering the last phase of the disease.
The Fellings have medical aides who help with basic care for Cody and Josiah, but Rita was a parent who wanted more for her children.
I was searching the internet and I saw Tamarisk.
Tamarisk is a nonprofit organization that was started in 1983 by my mom, actually, who was the founder, Gretchen Hansen. And she started Tamarisk with the mission of, she had cared for her own father who was dying of lung cancer, and she just was at a loss, the lack of resources in the community and how alone she felt during that whole process. And it became just a passion of hers and something that sat on her heart, and she decided that she was going to start an organization so that no one had to walk alone during that time in their life.
And as I read through them, I had read that they primarily worked with terminally ill older people. But I thought I would just call.
So what Tamarisk does is we offer non-medical companionship to those in the end stages of a terminal illness.
After probably about a couple months of talking to them, Bev came out. It was love at first sight. And it's 8 years later. We have Grandma Bev. She's just been a delight to our family. She has enriched my son's lives in so many ways.
It's a very heavenly thing for me to have these young boys in my life.
Beverly has been a Tamarisk volunteer for 10 years. She visits 3 homes once a week, simply to be a friend.
She comes once a week. She's here every Monday. And a lot of times she's even extended her stay here, past her normal time. But she's always willing to hang out with the boys, to do puzzles, play Legos. We've gone for walks.
This table always has a puzzle on it, whether or not Bev is in the house.
We have a puzzle going all the time. Once in a while we'll do with the Legos.
Legos and puzzles are a few of the things that Cody and Josiah have strength for. Bev is happy to take part in any activity that makes them happy.
My favorite thing, a lot of times just visit with the boys or just have fun when we're doing a puzzle.
In other homes, volunteers do a variety of things.
It really will vary depending on the family's needs or the companion's needs. Sometimes that volunteer is there solely for the family and they just need support. They need someone to talk to. They need someone to just be a friend to them during this time, someone who isn't family and doesn't have a bias to the situation. A lot of times our volunteers will also spend time with the companions one-on-one. And if they are in good enough health, they will take them out for lunch or out for coffee, or they'll sit and play games, or if someone is in their final stage, they will potentially just sit with them and read a book, hold their hand, and just guide them through this journey.
Beverly is a longtime volunteer who is well loved by Tamarisk and the Fellings.
So passionate and happy, and has just become this extended grandma to the Fellings.
I like her coming here. I like Beverly coming here.
She's been a grandma that we didn't have.
They have Grandma doing some really wild stuff. They with their wheelchairs, then Mama has a tandem bike, and we zip around the block, around the neighborhood on those bikes. Us on the bike and then they on their wheelchairs.
And Beverly loves being able to volunteer as well.
And it gives me more insight as to what other people and families are going through, and for me to know how fortunate I am.
We'll serve anybody at any end stage of a terminal illness. We see a lot of cancer patients, a lot of Alzheimer's patients, Huntington's, ALS, Parkinson's. Unfortunately, the list is really long.
During the visits, Rita has time to catch up on medical paperwork, or mow the lawn, or sometimes just take a nap, knowing that her children are cared for and loved.
With her here, I certainly have an ample opportunity to get some of the things that I need done that I can't otherwise get done.
We offer all of these services free to everyone. We truly believe that nobody should walk alone during this time of life, regardless of your income, where you live, what your circumstances are. We just want to meet you where you are and help these final weeks, months, days be positive for you and your family. And I think it's a unique organization in that we can focus solely on that person. We have no other agenda when we come to their home. It is just truly all about them. And I just believe wholeheartedly in Tamarisk as such a gift to our community and to the people that we serve.
For North Metro TV News, Danica Peterson reporting.
Tamarisk has served more than 1,000 families throughout the years. If you would like to join their mission, they are looking for more volunteers who can commit to serving a family through their illness. You can learn more about Tamarisk on our website, northmetrotv.com. Just click on News.